No? Oh wait, is it working now?
It seems like it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's working.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Cool. I forgot what I'm doing. Where do I look? What am I supposed to be keeping track of?
Just this. Make sure those don't turn red.
Okay.
And you're good. Yeah.
And the chat is here.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, enter in your title.
Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. Hello. Hi. Hello. Okay, we had some technical difficulties, mainly because I forgot how to work what I was supposed to be working. Hi, Pamela. I'm so glad you're here. I always feel more comfortable when people I know in real life are here. Okay, so I have the Studio Calico March Documenter Kit, and then also the 2 new paper packs from the stamp market, and just a few random stamp sets from the stamp market that I just grabbed out of my stash quickly. Okay, let's see here. This is the first stream on Twitch. I did, I think, 1 or 2 live streams on YouTube last year. They were really fun, and I wanted to do more of them, but I was waiting until we found something a little more community building. And so this is my first Twitch stream, and it's different. There's a lot more to monitor and stuff, and I'm technically challenged. So, okay, I'm gonna start with the Studio Calico kit because it's something that I've been wanting to play with. Don't mind my nails. I'm going to Alt Summit next week, and I'm trying to wait as long as possible so that I can get them done right before I go, but they're looking a bit unfortunate, and they're unnecessarily long. So I'm going to be working on week 9 and week 10 in my weekly pocket page album. And I just store my weeks in this little expandable file thing because it helps me keep track of them. Okay. I print my photos using a Canon Selfie. I don't love the quality, I'll be completely honest. Quality is kind of poor, but until I get a printer that I like more, it does the trick. It gets the photos printed, and I can deal with the semi-poor quality, especially because it's so easy to use. It like hooks directly to my Wi-Fi, and then I can print straight from my phone. So this is the stamp set from March Studio Calico. Let's pull it out. It's all about spring, which is good because we're finally getting spring weather. And then here is the Documenter kit. This is one of my favorites that they've done in forever. The washi tape is like this really pretty rainbow. Can you see that? And then the little chipboard circles. Some little arrow stickers. Paper? Yeah, little like paper arrow circles. They have a really nice feel. They're kind of like a satin matte. finish. These are super fun. Vellum numbers. They're huge. Put those over there. The March acetate journaling card. I guess I better check. I think week 9. Let me look at my planner. I think week 9 was the start of March. Let's see. Yeah. Cool. Put that over here. And then the little stamp set that comes with the documenter kit. And the little alphas. They're tile alphas. They're kind of like a pinkish, orangish, peachy color. They're like a bright peach. That's what color they are. Here are the 4x6 cards, just in case you want to see them, so you know why I'm so obsessed with this kit. Look at that. Oh my gosh. That one has gold foil. Like that. And then here are the 3x4 cards. It took everything I had not to also buy the Traveler's Notebook kit this month because it was just as cute. But, you know, I'm not a subscriber, so I buy them month to month when I see one I can't live without, and so they're like the highest tier pricing when you buy them that way, so I didn't want to buy both of them. I think they've even made the quality of their cards better than before because they are really thick. Love that one. I know the washi is my favorite part of the entire kit. Before I even saw the kit, I just saw the washi and I was like, I'll buy the whole kit just for the washi because I need it. And I haven't played with this kit at all, but I did use the washi in my journal because I couldn't wait. I love that one too. Isn't it cute? I think it might be one of their cutest ones in forever. Ooh, sorry, that was probably really loud. Okay. I'm a really messy crafter also, so I feel the need to warn you because I know a lot of people aren't messy crafters, so it'll probably give you some anxiety, but I always keep this little thing on my desk so that I don't have to reach down to my trash can every time I have trash, which is like every other second. I'm sorry if that's loud. Oh, thanks. I think the colors match me so well too. That's probably why I couldn't live without the kit, because the second I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, there has never been a color palette that has suited my life more than this one. Week 8, or no, what am I working on? Week 9. Week 9 and week 10 have more photos than I normally have. At the beginning of the year, I started realizing that I was taking fewer and fewer photos every week, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because I was like just enjoying the things as they happened without being behind my phone. But then my weekly documenting got kind of boring, so I've been making an effort to take more photos each week, and this week was like one of the first times when I really paid attention to taking photos of everything, so I ended up with a ton. And most of them are like my green juice that I make because I don't leave the house very often, so a lot of my photos are of just normal everyday things, nothing spectacular. Sorry, cutting photos is not the most exciting. I also hate printing and cutting my photos. That's like something I wish that could just automatically be done for me when I'm documenting. So keeping up with something that goes on weekly, like my weekly pages, is a really big accomplishment for me because it means I'm actually staying up to date on printing my photos. But it also means that for the last hour before I started this stream, I was printing out all my photos for the weeks that I was going to work on. Oh wait, that's a 4x6. Okay. Oh, these are little tiny guys. I have 2 of the same photo in here. So we'll see which size I end up using, and then I'll put the other one in like my extra photo box. So that way when I feel like documenting something but I don't really have anything going on, or I don't want to work on a specific project, I just kind of pull a photo out of there and make a fun layout. I have a mixture of, I always do 1 4x6 because the pockets that I use have 2 4x6 spaces, and I use 1 for the weekly card to tell me like the week number and what dates, and then I use the other one for pretty much I just choose the photo that made me happiest that week and I print it larger. Then I have 3x4s, and then these ones, I print 4 on a 4x6, so what would that make them? Math. 2x3. And the size usually depends on the significance of the photo. Okay, let me get my pockets really quick. They're all mixed up over here, and I don't have a good way of storing my pockets. Yes, they are the Tim Holtz scissors. So I have the large size, let's see, where's the medium size, and then the little baby guy size. These are the ones that I use the most, but these are really good for cutting one like solid straight line like the photos. That way I don't have to like open and reclose. Does that make sense? You don't have to do multiple scissor motions. And then I use these quite a bit, but the size of this handle makes fussy cutting really easy. Ugh, I can't talk. Also, Pamela, you would really like these scissors because the grips are really easy to hold if you have arthritis hands. Okay, it's over there. So I'm thinking I will do these 2. And then sometimes if I have extra photos, I'll add a 6x12 in there in the middle as like an extra storage pocket for all the miscellaneous photos. So let's see. We can fit these in here. Oof, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I have so many photos. I'm probably gonna have to add because I like to have space for like my decorative cards. So I try to make I try to not make the whole thing photos. I'm running out of space. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely need a middle. Let me grab one. So I don't actually, I just cut down bigger pockets into 6x12 because all I have right now are the single pocket 6x12, so they don't have dividers, and I'm too lazy to turn those single pockets into multiple pockets with my fuse tool, so I just cut a larger one down. Yeah, scissors are something that I'm really picky about. They have to work really well to stay around my desk. I have so I have the 3 pairs that I showed you of my Tim Holtz scissors. Then I have this little pair from EK Tools. These are really good. They're what I used before I got my Tim Holtz scissors, so they're great for like fussy cutting and stuff. They're super sharp. They have a nice pointy tip, and because they have the little shield and they're under 3 inches, you can take them on the plane in your carry-on. Then I have what I call my junk scissors. These are like just your standard average scissors that I use for cutting things that I probably shouldn't be using scissors to cut. And then like over there on the other half of my desk, I have 2 pairs of scissors that I use strictly to cut fabric. My mom's a sewer, quilter, so growing up I always knew not to use her fabric scissors on anything other than fabric, and so since then I'm kind of just as picky. I have fabric scissors, I have paper only scissors, and then we have normal scissors in our house that we can use for whatever. But yeah, I think quality of the scissors is definitely important, because otherwise, and if you cut anything with them, like those scissors that I call my junk scissors, I think sometimes those aren't the straightest either, because I've cut so many things that I probably shouldn't have with them. It starts to affect the blade, I think. Okay, now I think we'll have enough space. Space on my desk to fit all of this. I figured I wasn't the only one whose mom taught them about scissors like that. Generally, if you're any sort of crafter or hobbyist, you have your tools and you make sure everyone knows not to use them for anything else. The other thing is that these photos aren't going to end up in order, which normally would bother me a little bit, but I'm just going to go with it because this photo happened at the end of the week, and I try to make it flow in like a weekly, like this happened at the beginning, in the middle, and then at the end, but that's not going to happen this week, so I'm just going to deal with it. And then we'll put all these on the back. Okay. Oh, there's still more. Jeez. Okay. These can go over here. Yeah, I guess we'll start there. I feel overwhelmed. Move this out of the way. Okay. I guess I could, now that I'm thinking about it, I could make this the second page since March doesn't start until the end of this week that I'm working on. Could do that. Then I don't have space over here for my title card. The struggle. This is why sometimes it takes me so long to get anything done, because now in my head I'm like, do I use this March card for this even though half of this week was in February? I'm thinking yes. the whole overwhelm thing is also why I try to stick to a kit when I'm working on these weeks, because I get overwhelmed just with like the photos and the kit themselves. I don't need to add the chore of going through my stash to look for things that match on top of that. Usually I use, I subscribe to the Kelly Perky Documenter kit, and so I usually use that for my weeks. But I couldn't not play with this one, so. Maybe I want to use these instead of the March. I don't know. Help a sister out here. You use a March thing if March started in the middle of the week, or do you wait until like the next week when it's all March? Because I could easily do a... Obviously colors that didn't blend so much. I could do like a February to March thing. Maybe I should do that. This one? No. No. I really love that card. Part of me wants to hoard it because I don't feel like anything does it justice, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use it. Okay, let's see. Oh, but like... Ooh. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I'll do that. These nails.
But it's between.
Cody's my tech guy, so I'm mute to ask him questions. Okay, making progress. My question for you is, are you just sitting here watching this, or are you crafting with me, or are you doing something else while you're watching it? Because if you're just sitting here watching this, you have patience like nobody I know. Let's do a few more over here. Yep, I think that was a good choice there. You know what I just realized? This kit didn't come with any sort of like die cut-esque pieces. I mean, I guess the vellum numbers kind of are. Oh, you're scrapbooking as well. Okay, good. Then I don't feel as bad for being so indecisive about things. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to pull out some die cuts because I need things to fill these spaces. Ooh, an envelope mini album. I've always wanted to make one of those. Mini albums and I don't get along very well. And I don't have a reason for that. I just, every time I try to make a mini album, I get frustrated and I stop. The miniest albums I tend to make are like traveler's notebooks, although if you follow me on Insta, you may have seen the 3x4 card mini album that I did for Ellie's studio last year. That was fun. I didn't get mad at that one. I also have a hard time finishing mini albums. Once I start them, I forget about them and then I don't finish them. I'm pulling out just some random die cut packs from different, just out of my die cut drawer. There's that one, and okay, I have to be able to find something in those. Oh, this is a good one also. So one of the things I started doing last year was organizing my die cuts, and I got through all of them. I have like a million of these little 4x6 things that I organized into, some of them into color, some of them into type, depending on what they were. And it lasted for about a week. It took me like a month and a half to get it done, but it lasted for about a week. And so then they all ended up like this. And so this year I really want to figure out how to store my die cuts where I'll actually use them and I don't have to dig through these things every time I need something. Okay. More questions. Do you scrapbook and create mini albums? Okay, so let's start with scrapbook. Do you scrapbook based on an event or just like a photo that you like, or both? Like, do you go in order? Because I don't. And sometimes I will like create layouts with the same photos multiple times if it's a photo that I like. Ooh, that's a good one. This is from, what collection is this? Maggie Holmes Willow Lane? Is that what it is? Yeah, these are from the Maggie Holmes Willow Lane collection. If you are crafting while you watch this, share your creations with me on like Twitter or Instagram. They're both made in Mojave, so I can see what you're making. You can share them now, like while you're in the process, or after, whatever you have time for and feel like doing. But I have my phone and I can stalk you. I can see what you're making. Maybe it'll inspire me so that I'm not sitting here so confused. I haven't crafted all week actually, so I always have a really hard time getting back into the groove of things when I sit down to do some projects. Let's see. Thinking washi. Oh, duh, the washi from the kit. Oh, that's a good way to organize it. Scrapbook photos you enjoy, mini albums of events, and then the rest goes in your project life. So I scrapbook photos I really enjoy. I also scrapbook events sometimes, but not like every photo from the event. And yeah, usually events and like special trips or things like that get their own album. And then I think the rest goes in. Yeah, I think I kind of follow the same, somewhat of the same pattern. Okay, scrapbooking monthly. Yeah, I know a lot of people that do that as well. I used to do that actually because I work from home, and then, you know, I have like my chronic illness junk, so we don't really leave the house a ton. So my photos usually end up being the same thing, like 3 photos of the green juice that I made 3 different days that week, or like a photo of my desk every day of the week, because that's what I'm doing. So sometimes the weekly layouts are really small and sometimes they're large like this one. If you do weekly or monthly documenting, what size do you use? I'm in 9 by 12 right now, but oh, obviously I already told you that. But also I use the 6 by 12 sizes in between. Where did that thing go? Oh, it's right here. Six by 8. Oh yeah, I love 6 by 8. I have my personal album is a 6 by 8 album. I do one of those every year, and those are in addition to like my weekly. Thank you. In addition to my weekly documenting. And when I say personal album, it sounds like a lot of people do those differently. Mine isn't just like photos of me or anything like that. It's really just my hodgepodge album of things that make me happy or things that I'm enjoying. So that rarely has like a theme or half the time it's not even in chronological order, honestly. I love 8.5 by 11. Yeah, I can't. Shipping anywhere outside of the US is just from shipping like my stamps outside the US, every time I feel bad, honestly. I'm like, oh, it's so expensive. Feel for you guys up there. But I love 8.5 by 11. In my, where I do my full layouts, like not my pocket pages, my scrapbook albums, I do 12 by 12, 6 by 12, 9 by 12, 8.5 by 11, and I just put them all in one 12 by 12 album. Although I'm not a huge fan of 9 by 12 scrapbook layouts for me personally. I just have a hard time with the space. It's hard for me to fill. Even though that I know it's just like a larger 8.5 by 11, but I struggle. I also struggle with getting things straight. You'll probably notice in 98% of what I create, most of the things are crooked. What else can I ask you guys? We never get to chat in real life, so I feel like I have so many questions for people that I just can't fit on Instagram because I'd be posting all day long to ask them. Oh, I have a good one. What is your 2019? It can be like a goal or like a thing you're really into crafting wise this year. I'm really into stamping. I've always loved stamping, but I've never really been good at it, and this year I just can't get enough. I can't get enough of it. I still am not the greatest at it, but I still really love it. And this year that love has gone to like a whole new level. I just truly want to stamp everywhere on everything. See? My hands shake, so my hands shake constantly. Like, they're never not shaking. So when I'm stamping on photos in particular, I tend to shake and it slides. And then I'm left with a mess. That's okay. Ooh, junk journaling. I love junk journaling. I'm always up to solve a little stamp catastrophe. Happens so often around here. Do you make your own junk journals, or do you buy pre-made junk journals and then fill them in with your own contents? I love making the junk journal, and then I always forget to fill it in with my own contents because the most fun aspect for me is the actual making part. I should have done that on the colored. Or I could just put one of these over it. That's what I will do. Okay, good. So I'm not the only one. So you also enjoy making them and then sometimes not filling them. Let's do this one. Voila, can't even tell. Also, I should have chosen a color that didn't blend into my photo so much, but it's fine, totally fine. Where'd that stamp go? Here it is. I'm feeling like it needs something else in there. I'll hold off. And then I wanted to do this one as well. Ah, sorry if that was really loud. I'm not used to scrapbooking with a microphone plugged in right in front of me, so I'm also just a naturally loud person. I could easily grab a baby wipe to clean my stamps because I have a whole thing of them right in front of me, but I never do. I am the worst stamp cleaner ever. I look at it as like seasoning the stamp. If you don't clean it perfectly, then you don't have to like re-season it each time you go to use it. This is the other thing I've been in love with since like mid last year, is stamping on cardstock and then creating like my own little die cuts with them. It completely changes the look and feel of the stamp, I think. really love this little chipboard circle that says happy, but I don't want it to be so dimensional, so I'm just pulling off the back so that it's kind of flat. Hi, Dre. You're not that late. Oh my gosh, it's already been 43 minutes. It's been 43 minutes and I've done like a third of a page. Also, Drea, did you select the color of your name, like in your account settings or your chat settings, to make it red, or is that just completely coincidental because it suits you so well? I need something here. Let's add a tiny photo. That one will work. Oh, it's just like that. Well, Twitch knows you well. Here they are. That one's fun. Ah, goodness. Choices, choices. Guys, I just looked and we have 7 people on right now. I mean, I know that 7, that's like not even a handful, but it feels like a pretty darn huge accomplishment for me right now. 7 people took time out of their Sunday to come see what we were making and listen to me be indecisive. Nope, I'm gonna go with this first one that we had. Like it. And to make my photo pop a little bit more, I'm going to mat it on some white cardstock, just so that it doesn't blend into that busy background. Okay. To avoid having to put things on straight, I usually just intentionally put them on crooked. Ooh, sorry, I think I just shook the camera. Here they are. I also always lose my pen. I can never find my pen, ever. Oh. It was in my planner. My writing is always very sloppy. And that's one thing that I think documenting like this has taught me, is that like it doesn't really matter what my handwriting looks like. Bless you. So yeah, just random thoughts. Okay, I'm gonna wait for this one because I don't know what I want to put there, and I also need to put the dates on here. I think I am going to just stamp them. Actually, I'll do that right now. What was this? Week 9. Okay. February 25th. I'm trying to decide if I want to stamp it on the outside of this, or if I just want to go underneath to be safe so that I don't smear it and make it look like a disaster. I'm thinking I'm going to go with underneath. February 25th to March 3rd. Perfect. Okay, now we can finally move on to the middle page. Only took us 51 minutes. Although I really want something stamped right there, so maybe we're not done. Because spring doesn't start for another 3 days, that stamp set doesn't have very many phrases that will work for this, but I'm going to use a phrase from my Everyday Things stamp set from the Creatives Club to just fill in that space. Ooh, sorry, just hit the microphone. This is my, has paper on, or little plastic on the back because these were my samples. I never felt like I deserved to give myself like a full real set because I had the samples, so I've just been using those. And I still do have some of those left. They're not in the Creatives Club shop anymore because, actually they might be still. Because I'm transferring everything over to Made in Mojave, but I will put those back up soon. And they're going to be on sale because they're they're my Creatives Club branding, and I'm switching all stamps over to Made in Mojave branding. So if you're in the market for new stamps, those will be coming soon. Okay, let's see. Hold your breath, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this without smearing it. Not bad. It's a little crooked. Not bad though. Okay. I really want to find something to use these big vellum letters on, but I just don't know what that will be. Another thing I struggle with, getting things inside of these pockets. The 3x4 pockets, while they are 3x4 size, some brands 3x4 cards don't fit inside of them. Obviously Studio Calico's will, because that's where these pockets are from, but it drives me nuts. Sometimes you have to like trim your card down and I don't realize it until after I've already filled the card and like made it how I wanted it. Then I have to trim some of it off. It's frustrating. Okay, page 1, almost done, mostly done, just missing 1. Now on to the middle. Ooh, I broke it. Oh, there we go. I feel like this page, this middle section will be majority photos just because I need to get these in there somehow. This will go on the last page, this will go on the last one. This will go on the back of this, as will that. Okay. Okay, I'll put all of these on the back. I guess I should pick a card. Also, in case you're wondering, yes, it does, even when I'm not trying to talk to people and craft at the same time, it does take me this long to actually do a pocket page this size. I can like pump out a scrapbook layout super quickly, like 10 to 15 minutes max, but for some reason pocket pages just take me forever. Okay, I guess we'll go with that. There are too many decisions. So here's another question for you, just because it popped into my head. What is your favorite form of documenting? Because like this one's a very practical, this album is very, I mean, yeah, it's pretty, but it's also practical to get all those like extra photos that don't have a place down so that I can remember our like tiny little everyday details. But my favorite type of documenting is our scrapbook layouts. tell me, what is yours? I also really love, not that this is documenting, but I really love mixed media. So I think I want to do a mixed media stream soon. I think that would be fun. That one's nice. Okay, I'll leave it there. Keep losing things. There they are. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute too. The colors in the Maggie Holmes Willow Lane collection match this kit really well, in case you needed to know that. Okay, I'm gonna go with that one. I don't know that I'll ever have a use for this little cat lady, but I don't get rid of her because I really just like her. She's so cute, but she's just, I'm a very literal crafter. I don't have the need to use a little cat lady on anything I make. Whoa, that's extremely crooked, I think. Maybe not. I can't tell. Again, I'm gonna mat this photo on white so that it pops. Uh-oh, more decisions to figure out. Up seems really upbeat, but like down feels like it flows. Ugh. Down it is. Whoa. And I think we'll add one of these little guys. Let's go with this one. Where did my tweezers go? I can never get the backs off of these chipboard pieces, ever. Oh, I peeled the whole thing off. Cool, that'll work. Start putting these in here. This one's pretty simple. I'll just do a border around it. The one time my shaky hands come in handy when I'm doing these little doodly borders because they're supposed to look like messy, and I'm able to achieve that just by trying to draw a straight line. Ah. Okay. Done. Oh, I need to... Wait, that didn't go there, did it? Maybe it did. Okay. I don't really like there are two small photos directly on top of each other, but then like if I do it like that, there are two small photos next to each other. So I guess either way, I just have to deal with it. I'm not a rainbow person, but I really like this kit. I think because the rainbow colors are muted, so they're not like bright and in your face, which I really like. Okay, I think we found the best one. Yep, I'll go with that one. Oh, you know what I want? I think I want some paint behind this one. Yeah, I think that's what it needs. Okay, I'm gonna take a 3-minute break. I'm gonna go pee and then I'm gonna find some paint and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I chose these two colors, light portrait pink and yellow oxide. Although now when I got back here, I realized that my card is yellow, so that won't work. So we'll do pink. And this is just Liquitex gouache. I really like it because I will show you. Oh, I really wanted to use that side. Oh, I guess I could just use it. Okay. I'm using, what is this? This is the Illustrated Faith paint card. You can use like an old gift certificate or any gift card or anything like that. The tip on this makes it really easy to just add some to your card and then add your paint without having to be super messy. And it's not as opaque as acrylic paint, which I love for going over backgrounds like this. And I'm all about the least cleanup possible, the least amount of cleanup necessary possible, whatever I'm trying to say. I guess I better put the cap back on that since I just got it all over my arm. This is my baby wipe container, but they dry out in this container, so now I have 2 lids that I have to open to get a baby wipe out. But then all you have to do is wipe your card off and you're good to go. Pretty much no cleanup at all. Except for the cleanup that I need to do on my arm because I have paint all over it. And it dries really fast because the layer is so thin, and just because it's a thinner paint, it's already dry. Although I kind of wish I put a little bit more on there. Yeah, I'm going to add a little bit more just so that it pokes out a little more around the edges. Let's see. I think I'll go up. I like it. And then because I used paint on the background, I am going to use double-sided sticky tape just to make sure that it stays. Adhesives tend to have a little bit of a harder time sticking to paint than just paper. Nice. And I think to even it out, I'm going to put one of these little guys up in this top corner. That way the eye has somewhere to go. I think I like this one. Cool. Okay. I'm thinking for these photos, I'm just going to do some stamping and then it'll be good to go. But I don't think those stamps are going to work, so I'm going to look for a different one. trying to find my, I don't know the name of the stamp set. It's from Everyday Explorers Co. It is it's the Love. Oh wait, this one might be fun. I don't think any of those. I don't think those work. Okay. Oh no. Had an avalanche of stuff. There it is. What is it called? Scent with Love. Ooh, this one's a fun one also. Okay. Okay. I lost my white cardstock in the avalanche, so I gotta pull that back up. Where did my acrylic block go? Oh, here it is. It's hiding. Let me know if it would be helpful if I provided like a supply list after the streams so that you know which products I used, and like when I mention products, if you want to remember what they were, I can put together like a little supply list of what I mentioned or what I used after the stream. I think I want to do colored ink maybe? Now I'm going to do black. These magnetic ink pads that I keep using are from Close to My Heart. They are my absolute favorite. They stamp, or they, yeah, they stamp so well. I love the color payoff that you get. And that stamp I did clean because the black Close to My Heart ink pad is not. What?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. My technical producer came over, Cody. What was I saying? The Close to My Heart black ink pad is not archival ink, so it'll come off all over my hands and everything when I am putting the stamp away if I don't clean it. I don't like the way I cut that stamp for some reason, but I will not redo it because I am lazy. I am a lazy crafter. I've told you guys this many times. But also, I think that while I am a lazy crafter, I think that doing things and then if I don't love it, like the stamp, it's just a stamp, and it really helps my, like, I have serious perfectionism issues, so I think it really helps that if I'm just like, no, it's fine, and I move on. It's almost like a little bit of therapy. Okay, let's stick that on there. Good to go. I think that's also the whole, like, most of the things on my layouts are crooked thing. That also has to do with that. I just got to a point where, like, I couldn't stress over everything being perfectly straight anymore, so I just let it go. If it's straight enough, it's fine. Then I'm also going to use the gratitude notes. This one's also from Everyday Explorers Co. And I think I'm going to use this thankful for this. This top picture is, oh, but I don't really want to, yeah, that'll work. This top picture is actually Cody. I had this pair of pants, this pair of like sweats, like comfy pants, and they had a tag at the back of them that would basically like make my back like raw. You know, like those tags, the material is just not soft. And I just got so fed up. I was like, that's it. I'm getting rid of the pants. I'm throwing the pants out. I don't care where the pants end up. I hate these pants. And he sat down and he was like, no, I'll just take the tag out. It'll be fine. So he used my seam ripper and just like patiently removed the tag. And now I'm able to wear those pants again. So I thought that was like a funny little moment that shows why we work well together. He's very practical. I'm very like all over the place and emotional, and like once I dislike something, it's over. I want to do a colored ink for this, but I want it to match the layout, so I'm thinking I will do, let's see, I'll do like a, I don't know, goodness, why is this so hard? I'll do a yellow. Although yellow's right next to it. There's yellow down here. It'll be fine. I'm gonna try two different yellows. This one is, which one is this one? Saffron. And I'm also going to try Gold Rush. This one's a little bit more orangey, but it's still kind of like a mustard orange. No, it looks really orange right there. But I actually think it's gonna go with the layout more than the yellow will, so we're gonna go with that one. And in case you guys want to know a really fun trick that pretty much has changed my stamping game. If you're using, okay, so I use, like I said, the Close to My Heart ink pads. They're water-based dye inks, which depending on like the paper you're using, if the paper is more porous or less porous, like what the paper is made out of, the material and all of that. Sometimes when you stamp, you get this, I don't know if you guys can see that. You get this like splotchy, that's the word I'm gonna use. You get like a splotchy thing. And sometimes it just takes a little while for the ink to like dye the paper, because like that's what it does. So you get a crisp image. But sometimes, depending on the paper you're using, no matter how good of quality the paper is or the ink is, because I'm using Close to My Heart ink and I'm using Basil paper, so it's both really good quality. Sometimes it just doesn't give you the crispest? The most crisp? I don't think crispest is a word. The most crisp image. So I use a Tombow blending pen, and because these are meant to blend Tombow markers, which are actually also water-based dye ink, they can be used with your ink pad to just blend the little places where those big gaps are together so that you have a crisp stamped image and you don't have to restamp like 35 times. And like you can get really detailed with it and go in with like multiple layers and you'll get a perfectly opaque perfectly opaque stamped image, or you can do what I do and just kind of go over it a little so that it, at first glance, and even sometimes closer look, you can't even tell that it's splotchy. It's a game changer, honestly. Like that. And then, just like you would if you were using this to blend Tombow markers, you'll just do like a few little scribbles, and it is a self-cleaning brush, so you'll be able to see perfectly clear again. It doesn't do any harm to the brush because they're the same type of inks that it's used to blending. And then I'm going to hold this up so you can see. I don't know if you can tell, but it is less splotchy now that I did that. So, fun little trick for you. Tip of the day. And then these types of stamps, I never know how to cut. Like, do I just cut them in a square? Do I fussy cut them? I never know. So I'm gonna do like a little mini fussy cutting action, I think. Just because I don't want the white box. Carolee, hi! I'm so glad you're here. Because I don't want the white box from the background to take over the photo since it is already black and white. And it's kind of hard to tell what's going on in the photo. I want to try to keep as much of that as possible. And I will be completely honest with you, I am terrible at fussy cutting. I don't have the patience for it. I don't have the hand steadiness for it. I just don't care for it at all. It hurts my hands really bad, actually. So I tend to do a really poor job of it, and I don't even care. Gets the job done. Okay, that'll work. It's crooked, but it's fine. I lost my tape runner. There it is. Carolee, you haven't missed much. It's been, what has it been, an hour and 26 minutes, and I still have not even finished the full layout that I started working on. So, you did not miss very much. Perfect. Oh, I really like the way that turned out. Okay, next side. We're picking up pace now, people. Oh, I stapled on the good stuff card that I really wanted to use. Darn. Oh well. I guess I'm not using that now. I think we'll go with that layout. Again, the most difficult part now. Oh yay, I'm glad you're crafting along. Let's see. Ooh, I could cover the staples with a heart or a die cut. Oh, that's a good idea. Drea, you always know how to solve my life problems. Okay, then maybe we'll just switch everything and do it opposite like that. That way I can keep the good stuff card. Thinking that there. And I'm holding onto this card. I don't know why it keeps ending up to the side, but for some reason I keep putting that one to the side, so this card I'm gonna have the hardest time figuring out if I want to use the well hello there or the lemon or both, if I'm gonna be able to like do a situation like this without having to do some covering. I love this lemon card. I don't know what it is. I'm just really loving all of the lemons that are everywhere right now. I think lemons are kind of having their moment, and I'm really about it. I love a good purple, but I don't know if that goes there. This kind of goes with that. Maybe we'll do that one. Brings in like the geometric. Plus I'm not a huge geometric shape person, so getting that used will be good. Oh yeah, summer. Lemons are gonna be good for summer. I don't like lemonade, and when I think of lemons, the first thing that comes to my mind is lemonade. I don't like how like tart it is. It's either really tart or it's really sweet. It's never just like good. But I can get down with like a good lemon water, so maybe I'll have to do some documenting of that. Oh, I still needed one more card. I would really love to have a lemon tree one day. I don't think I use enough lemons to have a full tree dedicated to it, but they're really pretty, and I think I would enjoy having one. That'll work. We're gonna do the little border around this card again. I don't know if you can hear a cat meowing. She has a really high-pitched meow. She's tiny. She's not a kitten, but she's a tiny little thing. Okay, clearing these. Oh, so you could hear her. They could hear her, Cody. Yeah, that's her. She's super small. She's like a little roly-poly. I think she's my spirit animal. Oh wait, I was using that. Nope, this one goes up here. Back this. No wonder my weeks don't usually have this many photos, because honestly, it's kind of exhausting to do a week this large. I wish I had a big ol' fat tub of dogs here with me today. That's also a very descriptive phrase. Especially because I can picture your dogs. It's very exhausting documenting a week with this many photos. In a good way though, exhausting in a good way, not like exhausting in I don't want to do this type of way. Again, my lines are totally crooked. Maybe you can bring your dog to Alt Summit, Carolee. Just like pop him into your suitcase and just bring him along with us. I'll share my bed with him willingly. Where's my stapler? We'll do our staples down here. Is it really pet friendly? I didn't know that. Huh. Learn something new every day. Where are my chipboard pieces? found them under a pile of junk. I really love this one. It has like these little doodled messy stars on it. So cute. I don't think I'll ever use this little bow, so I'm going to use it now and just use it. I'm not a big bow person. Don't care for them. But the white will pop against this card, so why not? Also, the bow has absolutely nothing to do with the photo. The photo is of like us watching a TV show and eating cookies. But it'll work. This, I don't think I want to matte this one on white. It'll kind of blend in with the card. Maybe I want to matte it on a different color. No, there's no pink in that. I don't have any colored paper around me. Actually, I do. The only paper anywhere in the area here is... No, I'm just using the Documenter kit. I was gonna get the TN kit, but I did not. Trying to be a responsible adult sometimes. All I have next to me is this Dear Lizzie Lovely Day 6x6 paper pad because I was using it for another project. So hopefully we can find one in there. Oh look, it matches other colors from the kit perfectly. We'll use that one. All about that lazy crafting. Although, have you seen the TN kit? The colors are the same. They're like the same color palette. And, oh my gosh, the pages in the insert are so cute. They're like larger versions of the 3x4 cards, basically. Yeah, the large vellum numbers came with both kits. I think that these little arrow stickers also came in both kits as well. Not positive about that, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, Carolee, I thought you were a TN Kit subscriber. I was gonna say, Carolee could probably answer that for you, but I didn't want to put you on the spot if you were like, no, I have no idea. Oh, you should make the chance to open it up. I know you have a very busy life, so that's easier said than done, but it is so cute, you will die. I need to trim that shorter though, or smaller. I just barely want the color peeking out. Drea, I know you were contemplating getting the Documenter kit. Did you end up going for it? If not, I hope this persuades you. Being a very bad influence. Okay, and then our chipboard circles. Now I forgot that I had these and I need to start using them because... Ooh, I think if you're gonna start a subscription, if you use the code Nudoso5, I think that might be still active for $5 off your first subscription. Because I think you have to start a subscription in order to buy it as a one-off item, and like cancel your subscription after you start it if that's the only month that you want. So I think Nudoso5, if you're starting a new subscription, will give you $5 off. It could be expired though, so don't know. This one's a good one. got really lazy with my adhesives recently, and I just started doing only tape runners. I don't like that they're kind of a waste of plastic, but you know, when you're lazy, so what can you do about it? Also, I completely forgot to be using the washi, which is like the best part of the entire kit. Where can I put some of these? Put another one on there. Why not? Ooh, the scallops like from this card. I think there's like a whole page of them. Where's that card that I had? This one. Aren't there a whole page of those scallops? That card is going to be a really tough one to actually get myself to use. Oh, yeah, it's so cute. Oh, and the color has the scallops, or the cover, not the color. I'm trying to do two things at once, and I just ripped this sticker that I wanted to use. I've never really been a fan of scallops. They're very like feminine, and that's just not really my jam. But apparently when they're done in the right colors and in the right way, I'm about them, so I'm not complaining. Okay. That's a little better. Although now you can see the white stuff from the one that was before it, before it. I'll add a couple to this one as well. Yes, somebody else said that too, that the colors are my kind of colors. I'm glad that you guys know the types of colors that I like. Maybe on the Good Stuff card, I will use some washi. And then also a die cut. See, this is what I mean. Cannot get that card in there. Yikes. Where was this one? Over here. Well, it's going in there now. If that wasn't where it was supposed to go, it's gonna stay there. All right. Yeah, because I think it was like that. Oh, that washi. I would like this washi to just cover my entire life. Put it on all the things. It still needs something though, because you can still see. Let's see. These are Studio Puffy Heart stickers. I think that'll work. Maybe I'll do another one just for good measure. Or maybe it should go up here. Nope. Nope. Down there it is. Yay, you ordered the Documenter kit. You're gonna be in Documenter heaven when it comes in. It is beautiful. All right. Good call on the hearts. Stick that guy back in there. Yes. Perfect. And on this one, I think I'm just going to do some stamping. Do I want a little speech bubble on there? No. Did you try the new Doso 5 coupon? Did it, or code? Did that work? They previously told me it was going to expire in like September of last year, but I had someone tell me recently that they used it and it still worked, so. Okay. I'm going to stamp directly on there again. Here we go, folks. Let's see. No. Well. Oh, okay, you were able to buy it one off. That's good. Let's try this again. I don't know if I can match that up. Good enough. No! Okay, this is not working. This is why I don't stamp on directly on photos. Okay. I can figure this out. I will use, what will I use? I will use a strip of this. And then I'm just going to cover it right up. I need it to be thinner though. It's so thin already. My fingers can't hold on to it. That is not straight. Well, it'll work. And then this side, I think I'm going to do a little banner edge. Is this thing out? Yep. Darn. Having all sorts of luck right now. we go. It'll work. It'll do. Oh, I just cut off one of the Y's. I'm gonna leave it. It'll work. I'm okay with it. Last photo of this page. Oh, what are we on? Page 3 of this week. Here I had all these high hopes. I was like, I'm gonna be able to get so much done on this stream. Little did I know I had like 6 million photos for one week, so. This one I'm just going to do, keeping it simple. This is from the Gratitude Notes stamp set from Everyday Explorers Co. Just says, you are the best. Not quite. Ugh, that was on a staple. Nice. I have a thing coming today to raise my mic off the desk so that hopefully all of the noise of like my scissors being set down and stuff won't pierce your ears on the next stream. Stapler? There it is. There it is. Okay. So there's the second page, and then flip it over. And there's the last page, or the third page. Now we will work. Where did I put the? I'm not sure where I put the first page. Oh, here it is. I think I'm gonna throw that house photo or that house card right in there, just as it is. Or maybe I have these little things on my desk if I can grab them. Little hearts. Maybe I will just put one there. Yeah. Ah. What were you going to text me later to mention to me? I'm behind, sorry. I got so caught up in the little heart situation. Making progress. Last page. Oh, the mic noises? Yeah, I know. I was hoping that it would come before I started the stream today, but, you know, Sunday deliveries don't go all that well for me most of the time, so today you guys just get to hear all the mic noises. Yeah, next time it'll be closer to my face, so my voice will be stronger, and then farther from the desk so that all the noise of like the crafting stuff won't be so loud. Now I hardly have any photos left for the last page. In all honesty, I'm really bored of this week. I'm thinking about just finishing this later and moving on to something else. But I'm just so close to being done. Also, I didn't space my photos out properly, so now I have so much space on this page. I could go there, I guess. I don't know. I can't make up my mind anymore. Okay. I'm gonna save this week for later, or the rest of this week for later. I think I made a good dent in it. What week are we on? 10? Oh, I didn't put that on the title page at all. Week 9? I think we're on week 9, actually. Okay. So we'll put these back in there to finish documenting. And for now, I think I'm gonna move on to play with the Stamp Market's new paper packs, because I have been waiting to play with those until today so that I could share them. Ooh, sorry. Oh, I forgot about all these alphas that I could have been using. I don't use very many alphas in my pocket page, my weekly pocket page layouts. I'm not sure why. I just never reach for them. It's such a small space, and those alphas are pretty large. Although, now that I just said that, before we move on completely, I think I'll use that to put week 9 on here. Week 9. Perfect. Oh, two little missing photos here. Okay. Let's move some of this out of the way as well. Okay, here are the paper packs. Sorry, I know how loud that is, like right in your ear, especially if you're wearing headphones. I did a flip through thing of these, like a walkthrough of the 2 new paper packs from the stamp market on my Instagram stories. So if you caught those, then you already know what's in here, but if not, I'll just show you really quick. This is the pattern paper pack. You get 2 sheets of each. That way you don't have to decide which side you want to use. So here's just a quick look. I love this one. So that's the pattern paper pack. And then here is the solid paper pack. Again, 2 of each so that you don't have to choose between which side you want to use because they are 2 different shades on each side. With these paper packs, Drea, you did a layout with them? I know, I love the colors, I can't get enough. And in case you didn't watch the thing on Instagram, Amy from the Stamp Market did send me both of those paper packs, but not for me to use them anywhere specific, just as a gift. So, in case that's something you care to know, fully disclosed. And funny enough, the layout that I actually have been planning to do with these is a lot of hilarious photos of Drea and I, because our 2-year friendiversary was last week, the weekend before last, 2 weeks ago, something like that. The first weekend in March. And I think half of these colors represent me really well, and half of these colors represent Drea really well, so, you know, it seemed like the perfect Oh, thanks. Yeah, it definitely feels like it's been more than 2 years, but it's okay. I don't mind it only being 2 years. For this one, I am going to use my paper trimmer because there's no line. It's all white. So I just want to make sure I cut it straight. I agree. That is a good friendship. I I tried to choose a few photos that felt the most us, and of course, most of them were either both smirking because we just said something funny and then we decided to take a cute photo, so like, you know, the smirk, or we're just being ridiculous, or we're deciding on our Instagram photos. Two peas in a pod. I think I'm gonna do, I just printed a bunch of them and I didn't really plan on how I was gonna lay it out. But then I don't get to use this one, and this one I really like. I don't know what size layout I'm doing either, like 12 by 12, 8.5 by 11. I am thinking I should have printed all of these smaller so that I could have done like this as the main photo and then little clusters around it. Oh, that would have been so cute. This will work. That'll work. I can do that. And then these are actually going to be behind this photo with my hidden journaling. Yeah, I can work with that. Okay, let's get a piece of paper. I use, what do I use? Basil Avalanche? Yeah. I like textured cardstock when I'm using them for backgrounds. Ah, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to just deafen you. Yes, you love your grid layouts. I am not a huge grid layout person. It's just not my forte. But I'm going for it today. Okay, this one here. Those there. Oh, well then. Maybe we aren't doing that layout. I could easily make these ones squares, but it's like the rest of the body that makes them so funny and or good. Decisions. I'm not opposed to getting like really weird with the layout here. I just need it all to fit nicely. I really wanted this one in the center. I just don't know. This is why I don't do grid layouts. They're really difficult. I think I'll do it the first way I had it, but I will, if I just shorten these ones up ever so slightly, they'll fit just fine. Yeah, we'll do that. I really wanted to cut that straight and I didn't. It's very crooked. It's very, very crooked. It's okay. Just how crooked is this? Let's take a peek. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought actually. There, good as new. Okay, I'm gonna back my photos first, which means I need to trim a tiny bit off of each of these sides so that I can use a 6-inch piece of paper to back this and it'll show. Perfect. In the afternoon, the lighting changes drastically in my desk, so that might be an issue here soon. We will see. I think we'll do that one there. It's crazy how much easier it is to use those Tombow adhesives, what are they called? Tape runners, when they're full compared to when they're like almost empty. There's no resistance at all when they're full. I think I want to back. Do I want to do all different colors? I don't know. I don't even know which patterns I want to use. Polka dots, obviously. This feels very Drea to me. Maybe. Honestly, the perfectly lined up polka dots give me the heebie-jeebies. I like these kind of polka dots, but we'll see. I like that one. That one over there. I like that one. That's what I'm leaning towards so far. Ooh, I really like this one. Oh, that's a good one. And then, of course, stripes. Okay. Nope. The perfect polka dots are out. Ugh. I don't like looking at it. I'm leaning toward more of like this vibe going on right here. So the pink matches that nicely. Let's pick out some more solids. Yellow, definitely. Can't live without a mustard. Teal is nice. I know that this dark teal is more Drea, but we can do a little compromising and use the lighter one. I think those are the colors I want to use. I really like this one also, but I just don't know where that one would go. Okay, we'll keep it out. I don't know what I'm going to use these patterns for yet, but we will see. For now, figure out what I want to do with the backing situation. You would think all of this is funny because you know all of my weird quirks, we'll call them. We'll be nice and call them quirks. Quirks. That's a hard word. Yes, the main photo on mustard. Absolutely. I think so too. I went from talking about how I wanted to use papers and colors that suited both of us to basically just using my color palette. It's all good. It's fine. I know Drea can appreciate a good mustard. Ugh. Yes, please. I will oh wait, no, I was gonna say I'll ship them to you, but I can't. I'm so sorry because on the other side of your gross lined up polka dots, it's my favorite paper in the whole pack. So unfortunately, I can't take you up on that. I can trade you half of it though because I really only need from like there up. Yeah, I just can't do those lined up polka dots. I really like the colors of them though. Okay, there's that. That. Perfect. Yes, I love when that happens. I know, I can't decide what I want to use that one for. It's like so good, it needs to be used on something really good. But Amy shared on Insta how she used it with a die cut, like a word die cut, a metal die. Oh, that's super crooked. It's fine. And oh my gosh, it turned out so cute. It was like half of it was white, and then half of the word was white, and then half of the word was the colored stripes. Yes, if you haven't seen it, go look at it on Insta. It's actually what made me want the paper pack to begin with. So I was planning on ordering it when it came out so that I could use it for that reason, for that purpose. That's another one of my goals this year, is I really want to use my metal dies more. I have quite a few of them. Especially now that my desk is in a place where my metal dies are really, or my manual die cutting machine is really easy to pull out. I'll start making use of them. Ooh yeah, these colors go really nicely together. This needs to be trimmed ever so slightly. That will work. I powered right through my 2 o'clock dead time. Usually around 2 o'clock every day I'm like a zombie and I need a nap. And I powered right through it today. I am in need of a snack though, I will say that. The streaming stuff, the streaming business is hard work. Getting to that point? Is it nap time? I would not blame you at all. Whew.
I can't see what you're doing.
Hmm?
No, when you're cutting things, you're off screen.
Oh, thank you. Cody is being my like second set of eyes, and he informed me that I am doing a bunch of stuff off screen, so my apologies. Like that? Yeah. Oh, I'm really liking it. Obviously, they need to be like even on both sides, but ooh. The reason that you grabbing chocolate is appealing to me is because I know that it's dark chocolate. So you're not some crazy person that doesn't eat dark chocolate. Or even worse, that prefers milk chocolate. What? Yeah. I don't know. I just wish I could blow this polka dot paper up and use it as the entire background. I mean, I guess I could do a second. No, because see, the polka dots are so hidden. I don't like things symmetrical, but I want this off, like, maybe like that much. I thought about that, but I only have 2 sheets of the polka dot paper, so, I mean, at most I could do like a banner across, which I'm not opposed to doing a banner across. I can sacrifice the yellow paper. Oh, like do that and then continue the pattern? Well, you see, this is textured cardstock and this is smooth, and I would just probably have a little mini meltdown if I did that, because half the time my brain just does not make any sense. But I know for sure it would not appreciate the 2 different backgrounds under the pattern. But good idea. Maybe I'll just do a strip like that. Oh, okay, good. I'm glad you get it. You aren't like thinking I'm crazy. Oh, wait. Oh, well, shoot. That's a bummer. I should have done this in pink like this one, because now the pinks are even and the greens are even, and I wanted them opposite. Shoot. Oh well. I'm going in this direction of things. But then there's so many other patterns that I wanted to bring in. Okay, only one black and white pattern, so we're gonna go with polka dots. This one's nice, but we already have the pink. This green is nice, but like, where would it go? Oh, my desk is getting really washed out too with the afternoon light. What time is it?
3:30.
Okay, I'm thinking I might end here. It's really hot at my desk because the sun is beaming in and I need a snack and a break. So I will finish this layout on my own and I will post a photo of it to Instagram. So if you're here watching it in the process, check out Instagram sometime this week when I will share the finished product. Thank you guys so much for joining me for my crafting today. It was a lot more fun than crafting by myself. If you have any like requests for products or topics or anything that you want me to do in upcoming streams, you can either comment in this little comment chat, what is it called? Stream chat box, or you can message me on Instagram or Twitter or wherever you can find me basically. But yeah, I hope you decide to join me in the next one. Okay, thanks friends. Bye.